Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing another recap. This is for episode 3 of the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This episode was okay. It wasn't as good as the past two, but it was doable. I still like the show. So the first scene starts off with Nene and Greg. They are out getting a pedicure, and Greg is really just professing his love for Nene, telling her that, you know, he loves her so much, he wants to make it up to her and wants to make everything right. He's offering to give his keys to his house, and he's begging her to have the keys to her house. Nene is just really resistant, and she just feels so embarrassed about the whole situation. Like, Greg is going really over the top. Like, when the lady that was doing her feet left, he grabbed some lotion and started rubbing lotion on Nene's feet. So, I mean, I understand he really wants her back, but gosh, I just feel like he's doing too much. Like, he's just being so passive, and I don't know, he's being so needy. So, Lawrence came in. I guess he was going to get his feet done or something, and he ran into Nene and Greg was just asking him, you know, what should I do? I want to get Nene back. And Lawrence basically said, like, you just need to be chill, just stay calm, and, you know, don't overdo things, because that just seems really desperate, and that doesn't make people, you know, like it. So he just tells him, you know, just be yourself, be calm, and if it happens, it happens. Just wait and see. So I just really like that advice that Lawrence gave him, because I just feel like Greg is just doing too much. But hopefully it works out in the end for them. The next scene is with Phaedra, and she's discussing her donkey booty fitness movie that she wants to do with her husband. And Apollo, you know, is saying that he got certified. Now he's a certified personal trainer, so that's good. So they really want to start this whole fitness thing. So Apollo is just saying, like, is this just for women, or is men going to be involved too? Like, are we going to do a video for men also? But Phaedra just really wants to focus on women who want to sculpture their butt, have this big, voluptuous, high-sitting butt. So that's basically what she wants to do. But she is open to explore new things in the future. But right now, she just wants to focus on women and sculpting their donkey booties. Most of the scenes were really short, so I don't really have much for them. Everything was just really repetitive. They were just talking about, you know, the donkey booty thing. So the next scene is with Kim, and of course she's saying that she is so homeless and she is so picky. She's saying, like, all the houses that are open in Atlanta, she don't want to move in them. Like, you are lucky and fortunate to even have the opportunity to move in a big house. Why are you so picky? Like, does she even really have that much money? Like, she doesn't have billionaire money. Seriously, like, you're not homeless. I hate when people say that they're homeless and they're nowhere near homeless. You do not know how it feels to struggle. Like, come on now. Like, you're just throwing that word out like it's nothing, and I hate that so much. And again, Sweetie is there and Croy is there, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do next, and, you know, they're going to have to move back into the townhouse. So Kim was just being so over the top and dramatic. She was saying that she spent $40,000 on flowers in the yard. So she told Sweetie to, like, destroy all of them. Just destroy the lawn. If we have to move out so fast, just destroy everything. So she's just being really catty and real picky, and I'm not really liking Kim this season. The next scene is with Kenya, and she meets up with Portia. She is the new girl on the season, and Portia is having this charity event, and she wants Kenya to host it since she was Miss USA. And the event is just going to have, like, a bunch of well-known women of Atlanta with a lot of money. It's only for women. There's no men at this event. So she just, you know, is reaching out to Kenya and asking her if she can just host the event. So Kenya says yes. So they continue their lunch, and Portia is just being a normal person, wanting to get to know Kenya, maybe start a friendship, but Kenya is just taking this like, she's trying to be my best friend, like, I'm just here to do business. I don't want to talk to you to... I hate Kenya's attitude, like, just be personable. The girl is just trying to get to know you. Yes, some questions were a little bit astray, like she was asking her, do you want kids? Well, since you don't have kids, I know this good fertility treatment specialist that you can talk to. Like, things like that. I understand where Kenya is coming from. Like, that's kind of too personal. We just met. I don't want you telling me about a fertility specialist. Like, that's kind of crossing the line. But she's just trying to be nice and be personable and just make fun of the situation. But Kenya is just have this... She has this standoffish attitude, and she doesn't understand when people are trying to be nice and be friendly to her. The next scene basically just introduces Portia, you know, talking about her legacy and how her grandfather was partners with Martin Luther King. That was like his right-hand man. They did everything together. So she grew up in wealth, basically. And you can tell just by her attitude, she has like this Paris Hilton type persona. Like, she just thinks so high of herself, and she's like, oh, I'm so fortunate, I'm so blessed because I wanted to get married before I turned 30, and I met my husband at 27, so I have like this perfect life. I have money, I can do whatever I want, I don't have to work. She's that type of person. Her husband is I believe a football player, Cordell Stewart. He's a former football player. They've been married for a year. So yeah, she just really professes her love for him and how much that she enjoys her lifestyle. So that's pretty much what we get from her. The next scene is with Cynthia and Nene, and they are in New York. Nene is there to do some promotions for her new TV show, and Cynthia is there just doing some modeling stuff. So they get together at Nene's hotel, and Cynthia is just telling her, you know, you need to experience the whole New York life. You need to get on the train, eat a hot dog at the hot dog stands. Like, you can't experience New York unless you do all those things. And of course, Nene is just being real bougie, like, on the train, like, I don't want to get on the train, like, so Nene's hairstylist and her makeup artist come in. Like, Nene is really letting this money go to her head. Like, a hairstylist and a makeup artist to come to your house, your hotel room. But hey, if you got it, do what you want to do with it. So she also asked the makeup artist and the hairstylist, like, have you been on the New York train? Have you eaten the hot dogs? And they were like, yeah, like, that's how you experience New York. So Nene finally gives in and tells Cynthia that, you know, she'll get on the train with her and, you know, just experience the whole thing of New York. The next scene is with Candy, and she is packing up the things that are in her old house, her aunt and her uncle with her, and they're all trying to pack everything up and bring it over to her new house. And, you know, she said that she's been at that house since she was 19, and, you know, it was kind of hard for her to leave, but she knows that she wants to have a change in her life and just constantly grow. So she wants to take on this new step with her boyfriend, because I don't think he's, her fiance yet, but she wants to take on this new step with him and her child. So that scene was pretty short, not much to really talk about there. The next scene is with Phaedra and Kenya. Phaedra and Kenya meet up for lunch. They hang out at a little sports bar of some sort, and they're eating lunch, and Phaedra is just telling her about her whole donkey booty fitness video, and she's telling her, you know, I want to do this to give women a good self-esteem and have them have the butt that they always wanted. And Kenya is saying that you know, they should partner up together because she has this production company since she does movies and things like that. So Phaedra and her agree to become partners in this. Kenya's production company will film everything, and since Apollo is a fitness trainer, like, they have everything going. And Phaedra was just saying, you know, Kenya is just like a little kooky, but she likes it because she feels that she's kooky too. And what I don't like about Kenya in this scene is, like, she just kept calling the bartender, barkeeper, come here. Like, just because you have money doesn't mean you have to treat people with disrespect. Like, I don't understand people with money, and not all people with money are like this, but people let money get to their head and they lose their humbleness. Like, I don't understand why you have to think so low of people. Like, if he wasn't working there, she wouldn't have been able to get her drink. Like, seriously, we have to, like, have these jobs open and people have to work them so we can enjoy ourselves. Like, why are you acting like this? I don't understand, and it irks my nerves. So the next scene is just a little scene, and Kim and Coy are outside trying to he's trying to teach her to, if they ever have a fire again, because supposedly she had a fire in the past at that house. I believe it was in the garage. I remember seeing an episode of TMZ and they were talking about that. But Corey's just trying to teach her to use a fire extinguisher because she never used one before. So if anything else ever happens again, she will be more prepared. And that was just like a little quick scene, nothing big. The next scene is with Cynthia and Nene, of course, and they are finally about to get on the New York subway train. So Nene comes there all dolled up with high heel shoes on, and Cynthia is in her comfortable outfit. Cynthia's like, do you have any flat shoes? Like, do you realize we're getting on the subway? We're going to have to walk. So Nene is like, oh, I'm comfortable. I'm fine. So, of course, Nene is acting all bougie on the train, enunciating all her words properly because she can't speak any other way. She has to lose her Georgia slang because she wants to be professional and she wants to enunciate all her words. Oh, God, I love Nene, but I feel like you're doing too much. Don't lose a sense of home because you're making money and because you think you made it. Don't forget where you came from. Like, come on now. So, people on the train notice Nene. They're like, oh, weren't you on Glee? And a couple kids were like, yeah, we're aspiring actors. We go into the acting school now, and, you know, we really want to get out there. And so Nene is like, you know, go for your dreams, you can do it, yes you can. Like, she's doing all that motivational stuff. I mean, it's nice that she's getting recognized, so that's nice for her. So they get off the train and they arrive at a hot dog stand. Of course, Nene, she doesn't want to eat it. So Cynthia gets a hot dog and she's enjoying it, and she's like, do you want some, Nene? And she's like, ugh, no. All she's drinking is like a bottle of water, but hey, you're bougie, so what can I say? The next scene and the last scene is at Portia's event. That's the new girl, and this is her charity event. Kenya does arrive, and she just feels like there's no celebrities there. Like, she's the only celebrity there. Still, Kenya thinks that she is so high and mighty. Like, she thinks she's so powerful. She was just like, is this really a charity event? Like, no one here I recognize. Like, who are these people? It just looks like a little normal party. So, Portia's husband comes in, you know, makes a little scene, gives her a donation, and she basically kicks him out because she's like, this is a woman's event, no men allowed. So, Portia starts, you know, thanking everybody for coming, and she starts introducing Kenya. Instead of saying Miss USA, she calls Kenya Miss America, and she didn't even know like the year Kenya won. So right then and there, you know that's Kenya's sore spot. So Kenya just shut down from there. Like, she didn't want to talk to nobody. She started complaining, going into her hissy fits. So she started complaining about the air was too high, like she was just too cold in there. So Portia is just like, you know, it's really hot outside. If you need to, you can step out, but I don't think we need to cut the air down because no one else is complaining. So Kenya and her friend, they go outside, and you know, she's complaining to Lawrence on the phone because she invited Lawrence, which she shouldn't have, because Lawrence is still a man at the end of the day, and they said no men. So finally Lawrence does arrive, and she's telling him about, you know, how she felt disrespected. Like, you invited me here, so you should know my title, you should know what I do. Like, come on now, like, that's the disrespect. So they're just talking. So Kenya basically is like, I want to go, let's go. So Kenya comes out because she's, you know, kind of concerned, and the food is coming out, and she doesn't want Kenya's food to get cold. So Portia comes out and it's just like, you know, are you coming back in? And Kenya starts talking to Lawrence, but making it known that she's dishing out her anger at Portia, you know, just saying like, I came to this event and I feel disrespected because no one knows who I am, and you get my title wrong, and all this stuff. So Portia and Kenya starts arguing back and forth, you know, saying that you belong on this street, you're on the corner, you belong out here. So at the end, basically, Portia just tells her, you know, you can leave. Like, you don't need to come back in here. You need to leave now. And Kenya's just like, you don't have to kick me out. You're not kicking me out because I was already leaving. Just all this stupidness, all this catty stuff. So at the end, basically, Portia goes back into her event, and Kenya, Lawrence, and Kenya's friend, they drive off. I guess they're gonna go hang out. So again, it was not that much to talk about for this episode. Like, nothing really important happened, no drama really, just a mediocre episode. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Definitely watch out for more videos. I'm gonna try to do more videos this week, different types of things. I don't want to just continue to do these type of videos, so I'm definitely going to try to work in more videos and more content into my channel. I thank you so much for watching my videos. Take care. Bye.